What's up, everybody? It's Justin. I hope you're all doing great this week. I'm in mid no shave November, so I'm looking a little scary, but we're going through it. That's just how it goes. Halfway there, pretty much. Anyways, so some updates from the week. Actually, my room's a bit smaller now because I'm insane and thought that would be good for the tortoise. I've had some trouble with keeping humidity and getting the levels she really needs for her shell to develop properly. And I was at Aldi and I saw this for $20. So I was like, absolutely, that could work. And it's working pretty fantastically. She seems pretty happy in there. So that's my big update, I guess, for the week. But without further ado, I'll be talking today about sea grape, which is a plant that's very common here in our local area of Southwest Florida. So I'm going to be glancing at my notes back and forth. But sea grape looks just like this. Actually, I have a couple different pieces, different levels of degradation as well. So this is sea grape. That's what it looks like. It's pretty nice. I love this plant. So sea grape, or Coca uvifera, I want to say that's how you pronounce it, is one of the most recognizable native plants to the area. It's all along the Florida coast, and it's a hardy shrub or a small tree, and it thrives in sandy dunes and tropical shorelines. You can usually spot it near the edge of dunes where the salty breeze meets the vegetation line. And they're not just important for their beauty, but they play a crucial role in the ecosystem and as well as wildlife support. This is one of my favorite plants because you can ID it really, really easily. So it was one of the first ones I learned when I moved down here. So that's why I like it. I just like it because it's, that's sea grape, but because it's very easy to tell what sea grape is, which is nice. They have thick, round leaves that can grow up to 8 inches long, and each leaf has a bright red central vein and a leathery texture, which helps it resist water loss in hot, dry, and salty conditions. Mature sea grapes can form dense shrubs or grow into small trees that are about 25 to 30 feet tall, and their fruit grows in clusters that look like bunches of grapes, starting green and turning deep purple when ripe. So the geographic range, sea grapes are native to coastal regions of South Florida, the Caribbean, the Bahamas, and parts of Central and South America. In Florida, they are commonly found along both Atlantic and Gulf coasts, especially in areas such as Sanibel Island, Lover's Key, and the Florida Keys. In coastal ecosystems, sea grapes serve as natural dune stabilizers. Their root system holds the sand in place, kind of like a mangrove, and it prevents erosion and helps dunes rebuild after storms. They also provide food and shelter for wildlife. The fruit is eaten by birds, crabs, raccoons, etc., while the dense leaves offer shade and nesting sites for many species. As a primary producer, sea grapes convert sunlight into energy through photosynthesis, forming the base of coastal food webs. Their fruits are consumed by animals such as raccoons, land crabs, various bird species, and these animals become prey for higher level predators, linking the sea grape directly to larger coastal ecosystems' energy flow. Sea grapes are produced by seed and vegetative propagation. Their seeds are spread when animals eat the fruit and later deposit the seeds elsewhere in their waste. They can also reproduce from cuttings or fallen branches that take root in the sand, and this flexibility helps them recover quickly from disturbances such as hurricanes and erosion. Some other fun facts about the sea grape. Sea grape is edible, and it can be made into jellies, jams, and even wine. I have heard it's pretty bitter, so it's not the best flavor, but it is something that is edible, which is pretty interesting. The fruit, I'm not sure if the leaves are edible, but I know the fruit is. These plants are so salt tolerant that their leaves can actually appear dusted with salt crystals after a windy day because they're just so resistant to that salt. I don't know if I can get close. You guys can really see the shine on there. It's got like a waxy outer. Sea grapes are often used in coastal landscaping for their beauty, durability, and ability to serve as natural windbreaks. I got this plant actually at a UV. There's also more at the reef where I am. It's pretty much readily available anywhere in most landscaping areas that use sea grape a lot. It's a pretty hardy plant and really good for this environment. And then another fun fact is that in the early 20th century, sea grape leaves were sometimes used as natural postcards. People would write directly on the large waxy leaves and mail them with stamps. So normally they would have drier situations, sort of like this one I have right here, where they would write their note and then stick a stamp on it, and this was their postcard, which is pretty cool. So they would do that when they first got here and they were looking at stuff. I'm not sure what is growing on that, but I'm gonna be putting it outside after this video. It's, I assume, probably mold, because they kind of do really good with ground cover. Actually, I'll probably put it with my scorpion. Might be good for him. Yeah, so that's all I got to say about sea grape. I hope you guys learned something new, found something interesting, and I'll see you guys all in the next one, I guess. I'll see you guys.